Hey groovy people, it's me Zen Jen, and I'm just doing a short little video. I've been helping coach a lot of families in regards to the public school setting for their kids. So I have two particular clients that have two children on the spectrum, small children, and they're receiving the same kind of, it's really difficult, school people, FYI, it's really difficult to navigate all of the language that's used and all of the laws that are due you in this process as a parent. You've got kids that are very difficult to, even sit down and have an email. And when you're spoken to, it seems like there's a lot of input happening. So my advice to parents is to always ask for everything in writing. I know that school people, you think this is complicated and it seems a bit argumentative, but at the same time, they need time to be able to sit down and look at those things and research the law and get help from an advocate and get help from their partner and their family members, whoever is on their particular team. They need help, and often you school people are not clarifying enough. You're actually just trying to push your agenda forward, and that feels disconcerting to parents. It feels like you're being pressured into something that you don't understand, and you want the best for your kid, and you're not sure whether to trust yourself or trust these people or not. And I'm sure all the school people are trustworthy people. However, there are laws that are written in stone, and the spirit of the law is that the parent is part of the team. And in order to be part of a team, you have to have full education on what you're working with. And so do the team members at the school. I feel like there's a lot of lack of education on their part as well. So I'm just saying, I will continue to advocate for people to insist on things in writing, always have representation at their meetings, never go to a meeting alone, never go to a meeting that is not, you have not received prior written notice for, and that there is not an official note taker. In fact, I encourage people to record meetings because it is within your rights. That people will say that they've never done it before, or the principal will say, oh, we don't do that here. You need to ask when people say we don't do that here. You need to say, is that written in your procedural safeguards? Is it written in any kind of written legal document that is possessed by your school? So I know that this seems adversarial. Is that the word I'm looking for? Sometimes my vocabulary fails me. But I think it's essential to have the kind of presence in a meeting. This is a professional meeting for the benefit of your child. It is a meeting about the law. It is a meeting about, and if you don't get in there and ask for these things in writing and get clarity, there's things that could happen to your kid at school, like restraint. And they could even, they, meaning the school district, can even enact certain things. If you don't respond in a proper time, they can choose as a team without you. So to put things into effect without your signature. This is one of the gaps in the system. And school people tend to think that because the parent isn't responding, they don't want to be a participant. It's usually because parents are overwhelmed. It's a lot to digest, and they're trying to respond within a time frame that doesn't work for them because their kids are very challenging. I urge you, school people, to be more cooperative, more patient, and more in tune with the law. And I encourage parents for you to be more in tune with the law, and if you don't feel, and to trust yourself. If you don't feel like things are working properly, if you don't feel like you're being clearly represented, and the reason, then trust yourself. And the reason I suggest all in writing, because sometimes parents have a tendency to talk and talk and talk about their situation, and then they have an entire team of people that not only have the same vote as they do, but they Go ahead. Okay, never mind. Anyway, they not only have the same amount of vote, each of them, in a team vote, parents only get one vote, no matter who they bring. Their advocates don't even get a vote. But each team member gets a vote. So if they're trying to push a decision, the decision could be against your favor. So what I'm saying is, be aware, be alert, make sure you get everything in writing so that whatever is said is documented, because you know, in the end, it's your word against theirs. And I hate to use the us-them model, but it's definitely the IEP. It's the standard right now. We want it to change, but I don't know if it'll change until we educate all people on their rights and how to operate in a power situation for your child, where the law was made for a reason, because other families felt the same way. And I urge you to read as much as you can. You can contact me via Groovy People. I have the ability to answer any and all questions. Even if I don't know the answer, I can try and direct you to somewhere who can, somewhere that can. That's all. So I give you this information in peace and love towards everyone, but I really want to empower parents and families to get the most benefit for their child and for their family and for their own peace in their inner peace. Okay? So, peace, love, take care.